Welcome in. Another Lombardi 8 a.m. scramble. That means it's Monday. It means it's a weekday. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to swing through the Bay Area tomorrow and Wednesday. So the scramble actually on Wednesday will be live from the Bay Area. Tomorrow, I'm going to have to figure something out because I think I'm going to be in the air during the 8 a.m. Lombardi scramble. So let's talk. Matt Barrows in his mock draft came out, and his top pick is a defensive tackle. So we got to talk about Javon Kinlaw because I think it's impossible, essentially, the 49ers pick up his fifth-year option when the time comes in May. They're going to pick up Brandon Ayuk. There were 2 first-round draft picks in 2020, but Kinlaw just hasn't been on the field enough, and even when he has been on the field due to the knee issues, hasn't been effective enough to justify the picking up of a pricey fifth-year option. That cost would be, I think, for defensive tackles around $15 million. I haven't even really checked the price. It's just Kinlaw right now would be so far below that as far as annual average value worth that it's a non-starter for the 49ers. Ayuk, though, yes, for wide receivers, I think $17 or $18 million. But for Kinlaw, he's under contract for one more season. We'll have one more season to prove that he could stay healthy and effective. Last year, I think the 49ers might have even brought him back too soon because, it caught a bad break. He essentially tore his ACL against Dallas in 2020 of his rookie season, week 15, and then played on a knee that was still damaged to begin the 2021 season before they shut him down, found out that, this is an ACL situation, underwent that ACL reconstruction surgery, and was still dealing with some of the after effects of that surgery in 2022, which is why the 49ers had to shut him down around the time of that Monday Night Football game against the Rams. They then, the plan was, okay, let's see if we can get him back, even though that fluid buildup in the knee is proving problematic. And they brought him back for the final 3 games of the regular season. And I thought he was decently effective against the run, but he lost effectiveness later on, especially in the postseason. Makes you wonder if the 49ers brought him back a little bit too soon and if that fluid buildup became an issue. Still, the point remains the same. If you're having to manage Javon Kinlaw one day at a time and you bring him back too soon, play him too soon, the fluid buildup and the knee strength isn't what it should be, and he starts getting pushed around like he did against Philadelphia, that underscores the point, right? That shows that the 49ers aren't going to want to risk picking up his fifth-year option. He's going to have to show that he can stay healthy before this team wants to extend him, especially at bigger money. And talk about a potential trade. I don't even think that that's possible. I think he would cost $2.7 million for a new team to pick up. And based on what we've seen so far, the health record, 1 year left on the deal, I think that another team wouldn't be willing to pay more than the league minimum, around $1 million. So it's going to be tough to trade Javon Kinlaw unless you absorb some of his salary if you're the 49ers in that situation. Anyway, that is all the pretext here for what I'm talking about today, this morning. Will the 49ers add a defensive tackle? Because Matt Barrows' top mock draft pick is a defensive tackle. That guy up there on the screen, that is, and this is a tough pronunciation. This is what I'm going to get work on a little bit. Adetomiwa Adebawore from Northwestern. Defensive tackle, but he can be versatile. And you take a look at Barrows' mock draft right here. I'm going to link it in the chat section for you so you can go check it out. Came out this morning. That is not the player in question. That's just the cover title. These are the 49ers draft picks. But here, round 3, pick 99. There he is. Adetomiwa Adebawore out of Northwestern. Now, this is a player that, we talk about the 49ers needs a defensive tackle because Kinlaw hasn't panned out, at least yet. We talk about the fact that the 49ers got almost no pass rushing productivity outside of Eric Armstead that was on the plus side of the defensive tackle position. I've showed you the chart plenty of times, so much red, right, in that DT section. They need more of an interior pass rush. You take a look at a player like this, like Adetomiwa Adebawore, he is explosive on the inside. He's a bit light. He's 284 right now. I'd expect him to add some weight. It looks like he can add some weight, play near 300 at the NFL level. But I think that explosiveness stands out to the 49ers because another player who they're counting on to help them out at defensive tackle who didn't play this past year is Kalia Davis, who's also really explosive, right? The former Mike linebacker who they've compared to DJ Jones. Crazy positional transition for Davis from Mike to defensive tackle, but explosiveness is the name of the game for Davis. I think explosiveness is the name of the game for Adetomiwa Adebawore, and I think that, based on what he has done at the Senior Bowl, based on how he played at Northwestern last year, which was either at defensive end, or at 3 technique, he's done both. That shows that he does have the explosiveness that Chris Kacerek can work with. And if you add a little bit of weight, which I think he will into his frame, this guy can be an interior pass rusher at the NFL level. Remember, interior pass rushers now, they aren't only fire hydrants in the middle. These guys can move. The athleticism on the interior has grown. Anyway, this is a post-Senior Bowl video from a Chicago Bears podcast. Let's take a look at this because I think we hear from Adetomiwa Adebawore in a way that explains his versatility, that really illustrates the dynamic that I'm talking about, the flip-flop between 3 technique and defensive end, where I think that if the 49ers picked this guy, they would want him more on the inside, but we do know that Chris Kacerek loves versatility. Have a listen here from the Senior Bowl.
Come out to compete, play hard. I got to do better with my hands and different stuff, making sure I'm always running to the ball. So I think overall it was a good day.
And what is it that you want to show whatever teams that are here, all the teams most likely that, this is what you're going to get with this type of player?
Very athletic, smart, and works extremely hard.
Showing your versatility out here a little bit?
Yes, sir.
Have you gone outside, inside?
Yeah, I've been a base defensive end and a sub-3 technique.
What have you come to appreciate, because I know you did that in Northwestern,
yes,
about the importance at this spot being able to do both?
I think it just shows my value. You can put me as a DN. If a guy's down, you put me as a DN. If a guy's down, you put me at 3 technique. So just being able to, and I'm going to know the playbook. I'm going to know both positions. So just kind of showing that versatility that I'm comfortable in any spot.
What do you like about 3 tech when you're in there?
I'm able to just go, get off and go. DN sometimes you have to, read a little bit, but I can handle that. But 3 tech is slightly easier in terms of the thinking portion.
All right, so that, I think hits the nail on the head. This guy can play both outside and inside. He did so in college, did so in the Senior Bowl. Again, I said 284, so a little bit lighter, more explosive, but it sounds like he likes playing inside a little bit more than outside, and that explosiveness, the ability to just fire off the ball that he can do at that interior 3 technique position. That's something that really matches with what Chris Kacerek plays. This is not a read and react 49ers defensive line. All 4 positions fire off the ball. They get upfield. And that's why the linebackers are so important to kind of clean up the mess against the run sometimes when these guys are pinning their ears back. But anyway, Kacerek needs interior pass rushers. He really does. And it sounds like Adetomiwa Adebawore is geared toward that. Another Northwestern guy is Tim Kawakami, who authored this article for us. I'm putting on the screen right now. Our 49ers predictions. And these were preseason predictions on over-unders. And then Tim revisited them on The Athletic now that the season is over. And I am happy to report that I won our little contest. I went 8-3 on our predictions. So you can take a look at this piece. I'm going to copy and paste it, put it in the comment section. But 8-3 on our over-under predictions on the season. I think Barrows went like 2-10 or something like that. Wasn't as good for Matt Barrows this year. So we'll have to give him a hard time next time that he pops on and we talk to Matt Barrows. But some cool predictions. Tim has them all here in this piece. That's the good news here on Monday morning. Yesterday, if you want to go check it out, there is a video that I put out called the Sunday Reset, the Lombardi Sunday 49ers Reset. I'm going to try to have that one become a regular feature on Sunday to reset the previous week into the new one. This new one, well, I expect Brock Purdy surgery news because that's scheduled to happen on Wednesday. I also expect 49ers coaching staff news. I expect the 49ers to release the exact positions of all their new coaches, most notably Clint Kubiak this week. And we'll see if there's any promotions. We talked about one potentially for Brian Fleury, tight ends coach this past season, Clay Kubiak, assistant quarterbacks coach. We'll see if there is any movement on that front. NFL Combine starts on Sunday in Indianapolis. All right, Get ready for some good food from around the country. I think this week I'm hitting Nashville. I'm hitting San Francisco. I might hit the Peninsula. I'm going to hit Indianapolis. All of that. Good food on its way. Good football potentially on its way too. I know it's only the combine, but football content combined with some travel content is going to be really good here on the channel. This has been another Lombardi 8 a.m. Scramble. Everybody have a great day and a great week. We'll check in with you plenty of times as it rolls along. Take care.